I'm lying.
Which player is the midseason MVP?
My pick is not Russell Wilson. It's not Josh Allen. It's not Kyler Murray. It's Patrick Mahomes. Like, come on. Come on, bro. Dude is second in passing touchdowns, second in passing yards, third in passing rating, first in 20-yard plays, first in total offense, 8-1. I don't need to say too much. They have been one of the most consistent teams in the league. Patrick Mahomes has been one of the most consistent QBs. He still is, by everybody's stature or smart people's stature, the best quarterback in the league. And I feel like he's been going – his performances have been a little bit under the radar because we know who he is and we expect that from him every night. But I feel like he should still be number one, if not number one, then number two in the MVP discussion.
I'm torn between this pick because I love Russell Wilson, 28 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. I would never pick Sam Darnold in my life. 8 interceptions. Russell Wilson has been playing phenomenal. He's been carrying that horrible defense. And an argument, very valid argument, can be made for him. But Patrick Mahomes is my guy, 25 touchdowns, 1 interception. I mean, this guy's damn near perfect right now. If we thought Aaron Rodgers was super secure with the ball, just take a look at Patrick Mahomes. Even though when Patrick Mahomes does throw interceptions, they're often called back. I've noticed that trend. He would throw an interception, it'd be a defensive holding or a holding. Something would always happen that would negate the turnover thrown by Mahomes. But I think he's the MVP, and I say that because what team do we think is probably going to finish at the top of standings? It's going to be the Chiefs. Which player do we think is going to have the most eye-popping stats? Probably between Wilson and Mahomes. So if it's a race between Wilson and Mahomes has kind of equal stats, and his team is the first or second seed while Wilson is barely getting into the playoffs because that division is a gauntlet, might be Mahomes at the end of the year. And mid-season, I think in the standings, Chiefs have a better record, only lost once. Seahawks, I think this is their second loss now. I don't
Mahomes see them struggling to get in, though. I see them winning that division.
I mean, Cardinals only 1 game behind them.
I do think the Seahawks are also going to win the division. I'm going to say right now, at this point in time, I'm still picking Russ. His 28 touchdowns are on pace for 56, which would be the new NFL record. He's leading the second highest scoring offense in the league with not the most eye-popping guys. DK Metcalf has been terrific.
He's a dog.
But beyond him, Tyler Lockett and DJ Moore David Moore.
I think his name is David.
David Moore.
They're nothing spectacular, although Tyler Lockett has been good this season. Good. The running game has been, Chris Carson.
Tyler Lockett is great.
Good.
I think he's great.
He's put up great numbers this season, but I don't think he's a great receiver.
I think he's a great receiver. I do.
Tomato,
I really
tomato.
do.
He could ball.
Last year, I think Russ had a perfect quarterback rating throwing to him.
He could ball.
I think that Russ makes him a great receiver. I think on any other team he would be a good receiver.
Oh, okay.
But I think the most important thing about it all is that he's playing with the fourth worst scoring defense in the league. And to me, the reason he is the most valuable player is because without him, the Seahawks are nothing. They're the worst team in that division with an average quarterback. And you look at Patrick Mahomes, who's a guy you guys talked about, and I think he's very close. And I think that if you're judging them based on how good of a player they are, Mahomes is the better quarterback. They're number 1 and number 2 in the league, in my opinion. I think Mahomes is the better quarterback, and I think he's been better this season. 2,700 yards, 25 touchdowns, only 1 interception. The reason I say Russ is because Mahomes has a better defense, arguably the best weapons in the league, a better offensive line. I just think that Mahomes has a better supporting cast around him. Mm-hmm. But I think it's crazy that Mahomes is already dealing with voter fatigue because you have not heard him in the discussion at all until this weekend when Russ put up a poor game and Mahomes snuck into the conversation.
People have put Kyler over Mahomes.
I've heard people put Aaron over
Kyler over Mahomes. I've heard Aaron Rodgers over Mahomes, Josh Allen over Mahomes. Mahomes is having arguably the best season in the league numbers-wise. Not arguably, the best season in the league for a quarterback numbers-wise. And it's just a situation of, you remember when LeBron in those end of his Cavs, start of his Heat days was so dominant, even the start of his Cavs days, it was just voter fatigue.
And the crazy thing is about that list of quarterbacks you named, they all had a bad moment in the season. And I don't think Mahomes has had one bad moment.
This is an argument for Wilson, right? Because I wrote it down. Mahomes has a 6th ranked defense. Rodgers has
wow, really?
Yeah. Rodgers has a 17th ranked defense. Wilson has a 31st ranked defense. And the times they've been sacked, it's not even close.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say this. The 5 most quarterbacks that have been sacked in the league that have lost the most yards on sacks, right? Wilson is 5th.
Who's fourth?
4th is, I don't know this in order, but these are the next 4.
Name me 5.
Matthew Stafford, Daniel Jones, Joe Burrow, and Carson Wentz. So
I just wanted to hear that
he's getting as hit as much as those guys, even though Carson Wentz runs into sacks. He loves to do it. But he's getting hit more than those guys and getting sacked. So
winning.
Their offensive line has been a tiny bit better because Damian Lewis has been a surprise out of LSU. I wouldn't say surprise because he was a good lineman at LSU. He's really good. But he's getting hit, and he hasn't had as much time to throw as these other quarterbacks, and he's still putting up, we can arguably say, better numbers.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
That's why I say Russ. If he's able to put up a record-setting season, break Peyton Manning's record for passing touchdowns in a season, and carry this bad of a defense into an NFC West division championship, which the NFC West is the consensus best division in football, that would set him apart from me.
You know what's crazy too? Because remember last year how him and Lamar was neck and neck throughout the year, and then Russell had that one bad game, and then it was just like Lamar took over. I feel like that's what's gonna happen with Russ now. Now Patrick Mahomes is just gonna take over.
And I want to give an honorable mention shout out right now to me. Number 3 in the race is Josh Allen. The way he played on Sunday.
Did you say me?
Yeah, to him, like the number 3 quarterback to him.
Yeah, to me.
No, like to me. No. All right, my bad.
I heard that too, though.
For my money, Josh Allen is number 3 in the MVP race, and if he can play this way the rest of the season, I think he'll make a very strong case.
I got him and Aaron right there.
Yeah, him and Rodgers are right there, and it's because he went through that little lull against the Jets and Patriots.
That's a bad lull.
But they won those games, and he's been so important in other big games that they've won, like the Rams.
In that Seahawks game, he was crazy. He was crazy.
So I think that he deserves an honorable mention shout because he has played in an MVP level when he's needed to.
Hey, what's up, guys? You just finished watching a clip of the Pick a Side podcast. My name is Joel Moran.
My name is Jack Barteck.
My name is River Brown.
And we are your hosts for this podcast. We want to thank you guys for watching the clip. Like, subscribe, and comment, and share if you would care to, because it helps us grow. And we're trying to make this a full-time thing. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting, and see you next time.